Philippine culture is what makes the Filipinos different from the rest of the world.
Culture is a pattern of learned and shared behavior. Culture is an identity.
Culture is a way of life.
Culture is symbolic communication.
And Philippine culture is unique.
Filipinos are very religious. In all corners of a Filipino house, you can find brazen images of crosses and other religious paraphernalia. They go to church every Sunday or sometimes even twice or 3 times a week. Filipinos are very respectful from the moment they are born into this world. They are already taught how to be respectful by using these simple po and opo words that end sentence with addressing elders.
We have a culture of pagmamano, which is where they raise the back of the heads of their elders to their foreheads as a sign of respect.
Mano or pagmamano is an honoring gesture used in Filipino culture performed as a sign of respect to elders and as a way of a blessing for the elders. Similar to hand kissing, the person giving the greetings bows towards the hand of the elder and presses their forehead on the elder's hand.
Filipinos help one another, more popularly known as bayanihan. Filipinos help one another without expecting anything in return, so that undertaking their tasks and responsibilities become much easier. Sometimes this is called community spirit.
Hospitality. This is the most common terminology that describes how Filipinos welcome foreigners or tourists who visit the country.
For Filipinos, it is a pleasure and the country's honor to accept foreigners as visitors and build genuine relationship and friendship with them. Filipinos tend to dress modestly, especially when in public. It is expectedly that elderly and those of a higher social status are treated with respect.
A festival, or commonly known as a fiesta, is a part of a Filipino culture. Each city or province has a local fiesta. Being a very religious-centered country, a fiesta is commonly about the celebration of a city or province patron saint or of harvest. Filipinos are very family-oriented, and there is usually no longer a distinction among extended families, close families, friends, or even your parents' childhood best friends. Filipinos are known for having strong and close family ties. They place high regard and put importance on their family before anything else. Philippines is not only an archipelago with beautiful beaches, colorful festivals, and hospitable people, but also a country that is rich in historical heritage and landmarks. If you're traveling across the islands of the Philippines, you will not only be traveling through different places, but also through different historical points in time. So, here are the famous monuments and shrines in the Philippines. First is Rizal Monument or Bantayog ni Jose Rizal, which is located at Rizal Park, Luneta, Manila. Rizal Park is previously called Bagumbayan Field. Rizal Park or Luneta Park was built as a tribute to our greatest national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal. It is one of the leading historical sites in the Philippines, where Rizal was executed by the Spanish military flying squad on December 30, 1896 because he had spread ideals of revolution against Spanish rules. Nowadays, it is one of the major tourist attractions of Manila. The park become a favorite spot of unwinding and socializing. It is also a place of family bonding and picnics during Sundays and holidays. The second is Bonifacio Monument, which is located at Grace Park, Caloocan City, Metro Manila. Bonifacio is popularly known as the father of Philippine Revolution and the founder of Suprema of Katipunan or the Samahang Kataas-taasan Kagalang-galangang Katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan. He is an icon of bravery and pride of the Filipinos. The monument is one of the most beautiful works of art in the Philippines. It was designed by national artist Guillermo Tolentino, who also sculpted the famous University of the Philippines Oblation statue. The third is Lapu-Lapu Shrine, located at Liberty Shrine, Ponta Ingenio, Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu. Lapu-Lapu is considered as one of the first Filipino who successfully defended the Philippines from the Spanish invasion. He is a symbol of courage and success in defeating enemies. In fact, his image in the central figure in the cell of Philippines National Police and the Bureau of Fire Protection is best known as the hero of the Battle of Mactan on April 27, 1521. The Battle of Mactan stopped the invasion of Magellan in Cebu and delayed the Spanish occupation of the islands by over 40 years until the expedition of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi in 1564. The fourth is Magellan Shrine, located at Liberty Shrine, Mactan Shrine, Punta Ingenio, Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu.
Monument of Magellan is the oldest in this list. It was built in 1866. That makes the monument also 150 years old now. The monument or shrine of Magellan is just a few steps from the statue of Lapu-Lapu. Both monuments are other important markers of events that happened during the historic Battle of Mactan are found in Liberty Shrine or Mactan Shrine. Ferdinand Magellan may be remembered by Filipinos as an enemy of the legendary hero Lapu-Lapu, but the Portuguese explorer is also recognized by many as the man who brought Christianity in the Philippines. The fifth is Leyte Landing Monument, located at MacArthur Landing Memorial Park, Palo, Leyte. MacArthur Landing Memorial Park in Palo Beach was the site where the Allied force led by General Douglas MacArthur landed in Leyte on October 20, 1944. The monument also reminds us the fulfillment of MacArthur's iconic words and promise, "I shall return." The fulfillment of that promise was the start of the Leyte invasion and his campaign to liberate the Philippines from the Japanese occupation during World War II. This historic event also led to the naval battle between the Japanese Imperial Navy and the US Navy, with the help of Australian Royal Navy. The Battles of Leyte Gulf is recognized by many historians as the largest naval between the history. The sixth is Sandogo Blood Compact Shrine, which is located at Barangay Bohol, Tagbilaran City, Bohol. The province of Bohol in Visayas is not only home to the magnificent Chocolate Hills and the Clearwater beaches but also to rich historical sites. One of the most famous landmarks and historical sites in the Philippines is the sites of Blood Compact Sandogo between Dato Sikatuna and Miguel Lopez de Legazpi in 1565 to ensure the friendly relations between the Spaniards and the Filipinos. Among the monuments in this list, the Blood Compact Shrine commemorates friendship rather than battles of wars. Next is Bandana ng Kagitingan, Shrine of Valor, located at Mount Samat, Pilar, Bataan, Philippines. Mount Samat in Bataan was the site where the Philippine and American soldiers took their last stand against the invading Japanese forces in the Battle of Bataan. After a 3 months battle, Bataan fell and surrendered to the Japanese on April 9, 1942. This Japanese victory led to the infamous Bataan Death March that involved 60,000 to 80,000 Filipino and American prisoners for war. The march resulted to more than 20,000 dead Filipino and American prisoners of war. Shrine of Valor was built not only to honor the guarantee of the Filipinos who fought in the Battle of Bataan, but to honor all the brave soldiers who fought and died fighting for our freedom during the Japanese invasion. Next is Sultan Kudarat Monument, located at Isulan, Sultan Kudarat. Sultan Muhammad Dipatuan Kudarat, popularly known as Sultan Kudarat, is considered as the greatest Sultan of Maguindanao and the most powerful Sultan of Mindanao. His monument, located in front of provincial capital building of Sultan Kudarat, is a testament of his bravery, ingenuity, and relentlessness in conquering Mindanao and other parts of the Philippines from the authority of Spain. The historic monuments and the shrine in the Philippines should remind us about the bravery, struggles, and sacrifices made by Filipinos over hundreds of years to achieve the freedom that we enjoy today. In the past, they took care of our independence. In this past time,
Can we take care of our freedom? Our heroes paid bloods and lives. Let us visit them and repay them with respect and honors.